Can a homegrown microbrand give Seiko or Citizen a serious run? Is this the most underrated GMT watch in India? Is that Pepsi GMT hand just a design flex or actual utility? What's the real story behind Delhi Watch Company? And what's the catch with that beautifully designed dial? And finally, should this watch be on your wrist or stay in your wish list? Let's find out. Hello and welcome back to our channel, Wristworthy, where underrated watches gets their moment to shine. I'm your host Mohit, and today we are unboxing something a little different and a lot closer to home. The DWC Echostar. Is it all hype, or does it have the strength to stand tall in your collection? Stick around as we are digging into every detail, from build quality to movement to dial design and to pros and cons, and how it stacks up against its rivals. Let's find out. Delhi Watch Company was born with a clear mission to bring the pride back to Indian watchmaking. Now, let's be honest, India isn't exactly known for mechanical watches on the global stage, but DWC is trying to shift that narrative, at least for Indian consumers. They're not chasing Swiss level finish, and yes, quality control is still a work in progress, but what they are chasing is function first design, rugged build quality, and a design language that feels familiar but fresh. And they are keeping it very simple, as there is no legacy baggage, just modern watches with Indian roots. They have slowly been building credibility with one watch at a time. DWC isn't trying to sell you a luxury dream. They are offering reliable and practical watches at a price point that totally makes sense. The Echostar, it's one of their standout pieces, a bold GMT that tries to do a lot without costing a lot. DWC is getting popular and getting more ground. You'll spot their watches more frequently on Indian forums and YouTube watch reviews. They're still a niche name, but their watches have started to get attention. They focus heavily on specs, and they have built a small but loyal following. Unlike fashion brands that just slap a logo with made-up stories, DWC is built by people who live and breathe watches. The watch community sees the efforts and respects it. Sure, there is a room for improvement in quality control and refinement, but they are learning quickly, and the fact that they actually listen to feedback, that goes a long way. Not many people know this. The name Echostar isn't just a catchy model name. It's actually a direct reference to military and aviation time zone codes, where India's time zone IST is officially designated as Echostar. So in a way, this GMT doesn't just tell time, it carries a piece of India's global timekeeping identity right there on your wrist. The case diameter is 39 mm. It's 13.9 mm thick and sports a 46 mm lug to lug. The lug width is 20 mm, so plenty of aftermarket strap options are available if you ever wish. The retail price of the Echostar is 10,999 Indian rupees, which is about $130 US. And the other colorways options are black dial with Coke bezel and green dial with Sprite bezel. This one being the classic Pepsi GMT version. You get the vibrant red-blue bezel combo, which instantly stands out. The watch is currently out of stock, but they'll be restocking it very soon in the month of October. If you compare it with Seiko 5 GMT SSK003, a fan favorite, Seiko is definitely edges ahead when it comes to finishing and brand polish. But here is the thing, the DWC offers surprisingly solid specs at a much more wallet-friendly price. And if you compare it with Pagani design GMTs, which also use the same NH34 movement, the difference is in the execution. The Echostar feels way more tool-focused, and it's not trying to look like a Rolex homage. DWC is using Seiko's NH34 movement, the same one found in many microbrand GMTs. Seiko's own SSK003 runs on 4R34 movement. Now technically, both the NH34 and 4R34 are nearly identical. Same dimensions, same dwell counts, same 21,600 beats per hour, and the same 41-hour power reserve. The only difference is branding. The 4R34 is a Seiko branded movement, and it is used in their in-house watches, while the NH34 is produced by Seiko's movement manufacturing arm, TMI Time Module Incorporation, and sold to other brands. So performance-wise, they are neck to neck. But what about value-wise? I guess the Echostar makes a strong case here. It's Seiko's reliability, microbrand value, and a whole lot of Indian attitude in one package. The case is made from 316L stainless steel, finished in brushed texture with polished chamfered edges. The sides are neat and no rough machining here. The bidirectional bezel is decagon shaped. It's visually striking, but not everyone's cup of tea. The clicks are not satisfying at all. And it offers 60 clicks instead of 24 or 48 clicks that you usually get with GMT watches. For me, that's a real letdown. The see-through case back is a screw-down type and etched with DWC branding. The crown is signed and slightly oversized, but very easy to grip. The 20mm bracelet has solid end links. It's rare at this price point. It feels sturdy with no rattling or flags. Links are brushed with polished sides for contrast. The clasp is a standard folding clasp with push buttons, and there are multiple micro adjustment holes. It features a quick release function, making strap change quick and effortless. On wrist, it feels surprisingly secure and doesn't dig into the skin. The watch uses a sapphire crystal, which is honestly expected from the DWC watches. It's flat and sits flush with the bezel and provides amazing clarity. However, the gap between the dial and the glass is noticeable. It makes the watch look a bit shallow, almost like the dial is too far down. A chapter ring would have fixed it and made the dial feel more filled. No mention of anti-reflective coating, so we will take it as no anti-reflective coating. You should expect some glare outdoors. The dial is blue sunburst, simple and legible. You get bidon style applied indices with a good amount of BGW9 lume. The Pepsi GMT hand adds color and utility. It's not perfect to set, but it works once done. The framed date window is at 3 o'clock, which is a nice premium touch. The hands are chunky and easy to read, with lume filled neatly. Branding is very minimal, just the DWC logo and the Echostar under 12 and GMT 24 jewels above 6. And here are some Lume Shots for you. The DWC Echostar doesn't pretend, it's honest. It definitely shows that it's their first GMT, but in a charming way. You'll notice a few areas where things could be more refined, such as bezel action, dial alignment, or lume consistency, but it makes up for it with its specs and a design that doesn't feel like a lazy homage, and for that I respect it. And here are the pros and cons. Now that we have covered the specs and taken a closer look at the details, let's talk about what the DWC Echostar actually feels like on the wrist, and let's find out if it is wrist-worthy or not. I have worn this watch for a week straight during commutes, desk work, and grocery runs. You name it, the watch holds up. The bracelet didn't rattle or pinch. The weight felt just right, enough to know it's on your wrist, but not enough to annoy you. Adjusting the GMT hand, not very smooth. It takes a few tries. What I liked most is the wrist presence. People asked about it. It doesn't look cheap, even with the flaws. It feels like a real watch made by real enthusiasts. So here's the truth. For 10,999 Indian rupees or $130 US, you won't get a perfect GMT, but you will get a solid one that tries something different. The DWC Echostar gives you the specs that most watch brands at this price point doesn't even dare attempting. Sure, the bezel needs work, but the foundation is solid and the design is confident. It's not trying to copy anything. And if you're tired of seeing the same rebranded catalog watches and want something with actual thought behind it, this is worth considering. And to tell you the truth, it's not a watch for everyone, but for the price-conscious enthusiast who want more watch per rupee, the Echostar delivers it. Just know what you're getting and you won't be disappointed. In conclusion, it's not perfect, it's not premium, but it's passionate. And that's what the Echostar stands for. In a country dominated by fashion and smartwatches, DWC stands out by making timepieces that actually mean something. They are building watches with real intent and identity. Is it flawless? No. Is it worth a look? Absolutely. This watch doesn't just tell time, it tells a story of effort, of trying to make something different in a space full of clones. If you are an enthusiast, you should support microbrands like DWC. They listen, they evolve, and they build for us, not for the mass population. So that's it for now, and I thank you for watching the video till the end. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Comment below what you think of DWC as a brand. Would you consider a watch like this, or do the compromises bug you too much? Don't forget to subscribe for more honest watch reviews and hit the bell icon for more wrist-worthy content. That's it for now. I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, keep it classy and stay wrist-worthy.